What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another amazing live recording. We are doing green papaya salad today, so stay tuned. Can you give me an apron, please? I'll take the black one. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Oui, oui.
You said oui, oui.
Mm-hmm. I did. What's up, Angelique? Brenda? What's poppin'? Evelyn? What's up, Renee? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get busy. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, my peeps. About to get started in a second. Want to make sure that I have on the right apron so it matches the drip. The drip is 100%, black on green on white and all of that. But, gotta look official when you're gonna put in some official work. What's up, poet? Welcome back, my friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're about to have some fun. All right, let me make sure my screen is good. Let's do what we do. Hold on here real quick. Yeah, people, let's get this party started. We're about to have some fun. Tonight's dinner, careful. Tonight's dinner is about to be super delicious. Super delicious, all right? Yes, super delicious. So tonight, we're going back to Vietnam, all right? So tonight we are doing, hi, how are ya? Right on. So tonight we are doing green papaya salad, ladies and gentlemen, all right? I kept my word. I went to the market over the weekend and I got all the goodies. As you can see the spread on the table, at least some of the spread. Wait till you see the rest, all right? So I'm really excited about it. Yes, poet, yum indeed. Papaya salad is the business.
It's delicious.
It's so good, it's so nutritious, it's so fresh, it's so spicy, it's so sweet, it's so sour. So many flavors going on all at once. I love it. So tonight, that's what we're doing. And what makes this even more amazing is the fact that traditionally, papaya salad is not vegan, right? So we are going to make it 100% vegan, and I'm going to talk to you and walk you through a really amazing tip to make your own vegan fish sauce, all right? Because you can't make green papaya salad without fish sauce, or so they say. But when you're rocking and rolling with Chef Ed, you make anything.
Anything is possible.
All right, anything is possible. So we're gonna get into all of that real quickly. So welcome everybody. We're at 104. All right, I think it's time for us to get started. I have my rice steaming in the back. All right, because I didn't want to wait too long to eat dinner. I'm starving. All right, I only had a smoothie today for lunch, which I'm not complaining about, but I'm hungry. All right, so let's get it popping. So I have rice steaming in the back. I have my tofu right here between some paper towels, getting nice and, ready for me, so I don't have to press it, right? So let's go over what we're doing first, all right? So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the fish sauce, which I made right here in-house, all right? Liquid gold, baby. This is what I'm calling it, liquid gold. So this is my house-made fish sauce. And the way I made this was by taking soy sauce, right? Adding kombu, sesame oil, miso, and nori, right? And what else? Yep, that's it. bringing that to a boil, turning it off the fire, letting it steep for about 10 minutes, and then straining it, right? I finished it with a little bit of water just to dilute it just slightly, but that is how you make vegan fish sauce, at least my way of doing it, right? And the reason for doing it that way is because fish sauce tastes like soy sauce with like a seafood kind of flavor. Like it's basically anchovy juice, right? Like anchovy fermented, sauce, water. That's basically fish sauce, right? So to veganize that, that's the best case scenario for me, right? It's soy sauce and then imparting flavors of the ocean into it from the different types of seaweed. All right, so that's what we did. So that's why we have our vegan fish sauce ready to go. All right, the next most important thing for a papaya salad is rock sugar, right? And rock sugar comes in multiple ways. You can get some that look like this. You can get some that actually look like a square rock. You can get some that are very dark blocks. It really just depends on the brand. But rock sugar is really amazing. It's really close to natural sugar as possible, right? I mean, it is natural sugar, but it's in terms of flavor, it's really nice. It's clean. And this is just something that is used in a lot of Asian cooking, right? So rock sugar for the sweetness of this dressing for the papaya salad, right? So for the dressing, it's fish sauce, super important, rock sugar, all right? Fresh garlic, we're gonna chop up in a little bit, Thai chilies, and then of course, lime juice. That is how you make the dressing for green papaya salad. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. And then of course, dry shrimp, but we're not using dry shrimp because, this is a plant-based channel. So everything is going to be 100% kosher for the vegans. You dig? So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so first things first, I Papas will make some green papaya salads for the homies. Okay, those wanting monies. Okay, no, seriously, people. All right, so first things first, you gotta have something like this if you're gonna do a papaya salad, right? Like you need a mortar and pestle. Like otherwise, like this just makes it really authentic. You know what I mean? Like this makes it the situation, right? So if you don't have one of these, can you make a green papaya salad? Yes, you can. Is it gonna be the same? Not really, right? And the reason it's not gonna be the same is because what makes green papaya salad really interesting is the fact that you bruise the vegetables that you're using to make the salad. And when I say bruise, I'm talking about the string beans that gets put into it and the papaya, right? Those two things, they need to be bruised because you're eating it raw and it's very hard. So this is why you use this to break down the veggies a little bit. So this way it's more palatable. All right. So of course, in Chef Ed fashion, this is something that the more you watch, the more you join my page, the more you join my lives, you're going to see that we don't really do anything traditional here, right? So not only do we have green papayas that we're going to add to this salad, I also got some really cool baby mangoes that we're gonna throw in there too, all right? Just to kind of change up the texture and the sweetness just a little bit, right? Can you do only green mangoes? 100%. It's basically the same thing, just a slightly different flavor profile. So I'm gonna throw in 2 green mangoes in there just for the fun of it, right? Because that's what we do. We like to have fun. Appreciate that, Charles. You the man. Okay, so where do we start first? Where do we start? Let's get the tofu ready and seasoned so we can throw it into the broiler. So while we're working on the papaya salad, the tofu is cooking, all right? It's very important when you are working, especially when you're cooking, to multitask in the right way. So start things and put things in that you can kind of leave alone while you work on other things. So you're working on multiple things at once without feeling that stress, all right? Really, really important. All right, let's get this party started, shall we? Okay, tofu. Put this out in here. This is hot. Okay, tofu's right here, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing, by the way? Today is Tuesday? No, today's Monday. Wow, I'm like in another world right now. The weekend came by too quick.
That's what it is.
You know, the weekend came by too quick. Thanks. It's good right there. Thank you. All right, let's get it popping. So if you're new to this channel, please say hello. All right, and make sure you introduce yourself. Okay, so we're gonna cut this. All right, nice little cubes. We don't want it too big, we don't want it too small. And then we're gonna go one straight down the middle, like a laser beam, just like that. All right, hello from El Paso, Texas. Yeah, Michelle, I love El Paso. That's what's up. Hey, Deborah. What's up, Patty? I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. All right. Glad to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of oil on my sheet tray. All right. Not too much. This is to help the tofu be merry. All right.
Someone said love your kitchen.
Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hello from New Orleans, but live in USA, Louisiana now. Nice. Okay, okay. Thanks, Cece. Appreciate that. Virginia, what's up? All right. So tofu blocks, right? Or should I say cubes? Okay. Put these on here. Okay, we're almost there. Whoops. One of them escaped me. All right, so for seasoning, all right, what am I making? Let me tell you, Patty, what are we making? So we're about to season up some tofu really quickly, all right? And we're gonna use some flavor maker, and we're going to use some smoked salt. All right, so a little bit of smoked salt. What's up, Alabama? Ah, Miss Pasha, what's up? Welcome back. So a little bit of smoked salt on here, not too much. And then we're going with my flavor maker. Two of my favorite ingredients and seasonings to cook with. This one has turmeric. Start, yes. This one has turmeric. This one has black pepper. It has celery seeds, sea salt, like really amazing combo of flavors, all right? So we're gonna season this generally because this is how you make really good tofu, right? You wanna make sure you give it a nice amount of seasoning. And then, right, this is what we're looking at right here. So this, we're gonna just let it sit here for a second, all right? And we're gonna spray the top with a little bit of nonstick. Okay. Just like so, and then we're gonna put this. I have the oven on broil. Appreciate that, Lady Goldie. Thank you very much. Welcome to the fan club. So I'm gonna put this in the middle rack, and I have the oven on broil. Okay. This way we can get nice and crispy on the edges, and the middle still nice and gooey. All right. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, Chef Ed. I needed this. Ah, Judy. Welcome, welcome, Judy. It's always a pleasure to see you. All right. I hope you're enjoying the cookbook. All right. And today's going to be, huh? Yes. Yes, yes. Jane wants to come say hi. So, yeah, today's going to be really delicious, people. Make sure you stay tuned. All right. We are doing a green papaya salad. Sweetheart, it's okay. You had it pinned. What happened?
Oh, she's not there no more.
So, we're doing a green papaya salad today, and then we're also doing a nice broiled tofu with some steamed jasmine brown rice, right? And a delicious green papaya salad, if I haven't said the green papaya salad already, right? And of course, we're making everything from scratch. We already made our vegan fish sauce right here, all right? I've cubed up a bunch of tomatoes, and guess what? these tomatoes, we actually grew them ourselves, right? Look at all of this. Like every single tomato in here, I harvested from my pots outside, right? So with the help of my mom, of course. So anytime you see the plant lady in the chat, know that that's who helped me grow all these delicious tomatoes. So amazing, amazing stuff, right? Like I'm really excited, really happy about what we're doing tonight for dinner. So tofu's in, rice is steaming. I'm gonna turn that off because it's probably just about ready. We'll let it do its thing in the back. And now we can work on making the salad, right? So before I say make the salad first, let's work on making the dressing, right? So what we do first is we get our garlic ready, all right? Okay, get our garlic ready, sweetheart. Thank you. Try to prep as many things as I could prior. And yeah, I forgot the garlic. All right, but the good thing is when you do it this way, it's easy to peel the garlic, right? You smash it because we're gonna smash the garlic anyway, so we don't have to worry about if it gets crushed into a million pieces. All right, so for this recipe, if you're ready to take notes, put a 1 in the chat and I will go over the recipe with you in terms of the dressing for this green papaya salad. All right, just so you have it. So if you want to, of course you want to make it later on, you'll know exactly what you need. All right, let's see. I wish I had one here.
The vegan fish sauce.
No worries. I will tell you the vegan fish sauce. And is there anyone that's putting the 1 in the chat?
Yeah, plenty.
Plenty? Okay, so vegan fish sauce, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Here's the recipe for the vegan fish sauce. All right, super easy, super important, super simple to make. You take a cup of soy sauce, light soy. All right, very important. Take a cup of light soy sauce, add half a cup of water to that, right? And then to that, put that into a pot. You want to add a tablespoon of sesame oil, all right? 1 tablespoon of miso paste. Light miso paste works just fine, all right? And then you want to add 1 whole sheet of nori, 1 whole sheet of kombu, all right? And 1 whole and like a 1/4 cup of kelp, right? Or a 1/4 cup of what other seaweed could you use? Trying to remember the name of it. Hold on, where is it? It's somewhere in here if I can find it. I can't find it. But yeah, so can you use amino acid liquid form? Yes, Patty, you could do that as well. Dulse, you got it, Pasha. Yes, so a 1/4 cup of dulse, right? 1 sheet of kombu, and what's the other one I said? Nori, 1 sheet of nori. Put all of that into the pot. You can break it up so it can fit into the pot if you need. Bring it to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, turn it off. Let it sit for about 10 minutes. And then you strain it out. And you will have this delicious goodness right here. Just make sure you mix it, of course, so the miso kind of dissolves in. And that's how you make the vegan fish sauce, all right? And you can store that in the fridge for weeks. Not a big deal because everything is, it's fermented soy, water. So it'll work, it'll last, no worries. Right, let me check my tofu. All right, looking good, smelling delicious. Oh, thank you. You got it, Tracy, you got it. Now for the papaya salad dressing, all right? This is the delicious one. Okay, so for the dressing, it's half a cup of palm sugar, right, or rock sugar, half a cup of lime juice, half a cup of fish sauce, right? And that's the liquids, right? And then with that, you're doing 2 tablespoons of garlic. You're doing as much chili as you want. I have about 3 Thai chilies, like I have about 3 of these in here, right? All of it whole, just chopped up. So you add as much chili as you want, depending on how spicy you want it. This is supposed to be a spicy salad. If you've had it before, you know. It's originally really spicy, really sweet, really sour. Not super sweet, but you know, it's an even balance of the 3: spicy, sour, sweet, right? So those are the ingredients for the dressing, right? So once you have that together, you basically just mix it, and that's your green papaya salad dressing. All right. So have fun with that, people. And remember, you can do it with mangoes, green mangoes, or you can do it with papayas. It's totally up to you. All right. If any of you make it, please let me know when you do. Okay. And if you have any issues or you need help with something when you're about to do it, just send me a message. Okay. So right into our mortar, we're gonna add our garlic. Right, we're gonna add our chilies.
Thank you, chef.
You got it. And we're gonna we're gonna mince this up. Now for fish sauce, could you substitute for coconut aminos? Yes, business. You certainly can. Just remember, coconut aminos, depending on which one you get, it might be sweet. So just be mindful of that when you're adding your rock sugar or palm sugar, right? So you want to make sure that you don't add more sweetness to it than is not needed, right? Woo, you can smell the chilies. It smells so good. Yes, yes. All right, so you want to create a paste with the garlic and the chilies. All right, I just love how this smells. This alone makes it feel just official, you know?
Someone asked if you add ginger as well.
You can add ginger if you want, Judy, for sure. You definitely can. I would add ginger juice, right? Right into the dressing. All right. So we have our paste, right? I'll lay this down right here. Now we're gonna add in our sugar. Do half. And then we're gonna add, we need our limes. All right, so let's cut these and let's juice them. And fresh limes is always, anytime, Judy, you're welcome. Fresh limes is always the best case scenario. And I don't know if I told you, but you want about a half a cup of lime juice. All right. Maybe I should get my, yes. Where is the, here we go. We don't want to waste any limes, you know what I mean? Little ginger just might be nice, but papaya salad hits especially on hot day. Yeah, most definitely, Dean. You got it. Most definitely. All right, so, you know, I do these lives, right, every week. And, you know, I have to make sure I speak about the company that allows me to do this live every week, right? And that's Knife and Spoon, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, the apron of today we're wearing, right, is my black apron, as you can see, all right? Thank you, thank you. Right, really nice, really tall, apron, very long.
Comfortable.
Very comfortable. Appreciate that, Heaven. Have you seen? What? Emma, where's the? I don't know.
Yeah, they're pinned. They just come down.
Okay, they just come off the screen.
No.
So we have a bunch of different aprons available on Knife and Spoon. All right, so definitely check those out when you get a chance. All right, and protecting yourself while you're in the kitchen cooking, of course, is the best case scenario. All right. So we're juicing. almost done. Thank God I had extra juice I did earlier. So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna add the rest of our juice. Half a cup. Yep, look at that. Perfect. Mr. Model, thanks, Judy. Need one for your sous chef. Yeah. Oh, my sous chef, she has plenty. Okay. The chilies.
You okay?
Alrighty. So let's add just a little bit of this in so we can get the sugar melted. Right? Okay. We're in a good place. Let's see. All right, all the sugar is melted. We can now add in our lime juice, right? So our half a cup, and then let's measure our fish sauce. Okay, we're gonna go in with half of that as well. And then we're gonna just give this a nice little stir. All right. Okay, now all we have to do is taste this, and we'll see if we need to add anything else to it. All right. We shouldn't, but you never know. All right. Okay. We'll go with a touch more of the sugar, right? A touch more of the sugar. But since I'm gonna just do it separately over here, so I don't have to dissolve it as much. Because you know this it's rock sugar, so it's really hard. So you want to make sure you pulverize it before you have to introduce it to any liquid. Otherwise, it's gonna be just sitting there for a while. So this way, I can get it to a powder.
And then it'll be okay. Pulsing it, would that work as well?
Yeah, you can pulse it. You can pulse it. You can grate it. It just depends on what stage it's in when you need to add it.
Someone asked any other replacements for fish sauce. I know it's hard to get that exact umami flavor.
Yeah, so you just make your own fish sauce, right? We just went over it. It's soy sauce, different types of seaweed. You bring it up to a boil, and you add a little bit of miso to it, and strain it, and you have vegan fish sauce, right? And you get the umami from using soy sauce and from using miso paste. All right.
The tofu, is it okay?
All right. So you take this whole bowl of dressing and you add it into a bigger bowl. Yummy. All right. And we're gonna put that to the side. Put this to the side. Get my hands clean. Let's strain the string beans and the long beans and the beans.
Oh, wow.
All right, people. So, very exciting. Let's check on our tofu. We don't want to forget that. All right, fire, chef. The miso and seaweed make sense. Yes, business. You know the business. You know what time it is. All right. Look at our delicious tofu. All right, sizzling, looking nice. All right, still moist, crispy on the edges. So we're gonna put it back in just for a little bit more. All right, put that to the side.
You're killing it, chef.
Appreciate it, sweetheart. So next ingredient, of course, is the string beans. All right, very, very important. So my strainer has a big hole. Don't mind me. All right, you know, it's not broken until it's broken. Don't fix it till it's, you know the deal. All right. Anyway, all right, people. So I have string beans and I have long beans in here, right? You can clearly tell the difference, right? The long beans are much more narrow. String beans are much bigger in size, right? So I like to do both. Appreciate that, Dean. And what's up, Terry? All right, so I do a combination of the two. I love the natural sweetness in the long beans, and then I love the freshness of the string beans, right? So I do a combination of both. So we're gonna take this, right? I had it soaking, so it's nice and fresh. We're gonna bring back our mortar and pestle, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna, in batches, we're gonna crush the long beans, right? And the string beans. And the reason we're doing this, remember, this stuff is raw, right? So you don't want to just be eating whole raw pieces of string beans and long beans. So by crushing it like this, you're basically, you know, breaking it down to a place where it's more palatable, right? A place where it's more enjoyable when you take bites of it, right? So don't be afraid if some of them break apart or split. That's the whole idea, right? Like, look at it, right? This is what we want. We want it to bust into pieces. What are long beans? Apple, I got you. Long beans are Chinese string beans, basically. They about this long. I think I might have some left. Let me go check in the fridge. Sous chef, hook me up, please. All right. So these are crushed, and we're gonna add them directly into our dressing, right? Just like that. Then we're gonna get another batch and do it again. All right. I just need two, sweetheart. Just leave it in there. That's fine. So these are long beans, right? So you'll find these at any Asian market, any Indian market, right? And India is Asian, but you know, Chinese market, Korean market, Indian market, right? Any of those three, you're able to find long beans. They are also asparagus beans. Correct, Plat Lady. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, VIP is in the building. Another VIP, because you're all VIPs. But yeah, the Plat Lady is the reason why we have all these delicious tomatoes right here. All right. So hit up the screen and show some love for the Plant Lady. You know what I'm saying? And let's get back to crushing some long beans and string beans. All right. Yeah, people.
She's my favorite VIP.
And word up, G. All right. Long beans are good. Throw those in there. And we're almost done. We got, and you want to do this in batches just so it's easier to handle. Like, that's the only reason why, you know, we're taking our time to do this, right? Because if you put in too much, you're not going to really get down to the bottom, and it's not going to get pulverized the way it's supposed to, right? Like, you want to like really bruise it up, right? All right, last batch. Let's check the tofu. Looking good. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the tofu out for a second. All right, I'm gonna just rotate them really quickly. All right, just give them a toss like that. Make sure everybody's looking beautiful, which they are. And we're gonna just kind of leave it out of the oven for a little bit. And right before we need to serve dinner, we'll pop them back in just to finish them off. All right? Cool. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. Okay, last but not least, people. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Get back in there. Okay. We are good to go. Where's our spoon? disappeared. Alright, we got another one. Alrighty. Put this over here. Alright, now let's get these papayas peeled. Alright, slice off the top and the bottom. Grab my peeler. Okay, so with green papaya salad, you want to make sure that you get a really green papaya. Like, it's super important. It has to be green, all right? If it's too ripe, it's not the same, all right? So make sure that when you get it, it's super green, okay? Slice right down the center, and you want to see nice, beautiful seeds on the inside like this, all right?
So the seeds
Never
are white?
had it, apple. Yeah, when they're baby green like this, the seeds are gonna be white. All right. As they mature, the seeds get black. Okay. So if you go to any Thai restaurant, any Vietnamese restaurant, more than likely they'll have papaya salad on the menu, and you should definitely try it the next time you're at one of those restaurants. Okay. So we're gonna just scoop this out, right? Because we don't want the seeds. But what's crazy is ripe papaya. The seeds are really good for you, right? You swallow them whole and it attracts any kind of parasite that's in your body and gets rid of it, all right? So definitely make sure that if you get your hands on some ripe papayas, that you get some and you swallow the seeds, all right? It's really good for you.
It still has that peppery smell, the seeds.
Yes. All right, so you just want to scrape this out really good, all right? We don't want any of the seed stuff in there. All right, nice and clean. This is what we're looking for, all right? Nice and clean. Good to know. Yes, Tracy. Yes, yes. All right, people. If you have learned anything today, put a 5 in the chat. Let me see. So I know I'm doing my job, so I'm going to get paid. Right, so my boss will pay me. All right, lady. Dean, yes. All right, that's cool. That's cool. 2 people learned something today. I'm happy with that. That's a good day. Emma, let me know if anybody else learned anything, right?
Tracy. Oh, wow. A lot of people.
Oh, awesome.
Let me count.
Beautiful,
1,
beautiful.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 or 9.
8 or 9 people. That is amazing.
10,
All right.
11.
Yes. Yes, people. That's what we're talking about. So now, there's a shortcut with the papaya, right? Normally, there are different kinds of fancy equipment you can buy that will help you shred it. Like you can peel it like this, and then you can cut it up, right? That's one way. Or put it in a food processor, and that'll kind of shred it for you. Or you can just take like a box grater and then just kind of go to town. You know what I mean? Basically, just grate it like this, right? Of course, it's gonna fly everywhere, but that's okay. All right, and we're gonna just keep them together as much as possible, and we're gonna just grate this whole thing. All right. The longer the strokes, the better. This way it comes out looking like noodles. All right. And of course, you can use every part of this, so you don't have to throw away anything. Just watch your hands, because you know how box graters can, take away some skin. You're welcome, Ruby. You are welcome. All right, so the big pieces like this, just kind of leave them. We can cut those up with the knife and then throw them in the mortar and pestle and just kind of go to town on them, right? So because we use the box grater and we have these nice little shreds like this, we don't need to pulverize them in the mortar and pestle, all right? So this will go right into our delicious bowl of goodness, just like that. Whew! Can't wait. It's gonna be so good, people. Gonna be so good. The rice is done. I turned the stove off. The tofu is just about ready. All right, let's just finish this up. Huh? Yes, thank you.
Oh, you did that one fast.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Business said, shame to admit I've been wasting papaya. I didn't know you could use it all.
Oh yeah, you definitely can. Especially if you're doing a green papaya salad. Because there's no part of it that's not edible except for the seeds. You know what I mean? Okay.
Dawn said, good evening, sir. What are you doing?
Good evening. Good evening. We are making a green papaya and green mango salad. All right. That's what we're doing today. So, big bowl of green papayas. All right. I'm going to just kind of clean up a little bit. Get this board and counter in a place that I like. All right. Cut these up really quickly. All right, nice little sticks, or like the French say, julienne. Yes, I was tripping just using outer green, but no more, chef. Yes, business, you got it. You got it. Oh, by the way, I am doing on Wednesday, right? Wednesday, I normally do dinner. Is that a recipe from the Caribbean? No. So this is actually a recipe from Vietnam, right? This is a Vietnamese recipe, right? It's papaya salad. I'm not sure if the Caribbean has a green papaya salad, but yeah, Don. So on Wednesday, instead of my regular 5:30, I'm doing a 11 p.m. live, all right? And the reason is because TikTok told me that I need to be on here at 11 p.m. to do something. So hence, you know, I'm going to check it out and see what it is. But that's not going to be permanent. It's just for this Wednesday. And the reason I'm going on at 11 p.m. is because I'm going to be showing everyone how to do vegan eggs from scratch. So definitely make sure if you ever wanted to make your own eggs, definitely join me, all right? I already have it scheduled, so just click on my profile and you'll be able to register and join me on Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all right? And this recipe will be the recipe that's equivalent to the recipe for Just Egg, all right? That company that you can buy the liquid eggs in the supermarket. I will show you how to make your own from scratch all the way, all right? Nice knife, chef. Carbon steel, cool. Oh, you know your stuff. Yes, it is a carbon steel. And you know what's crazy? This is the first knife I bought myself out of culinary school. So this knife is almost 30 years old, right? And still rocking and rolling. So anyway, enough of that. But yeah, so vegan eggs, Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, it is a beautiful knife. I love it. It's my Misono. It's carbon steel, just amazing. Anyway, I'll talk about knives all day if you let me. But yeah, people, so come learn how to make vegan eggs, right? And I'm talking liquid eggs, not that mealy, clumpy stuff. I'm talking about liquid eggs that when you cook it, you can use it to make scrambles. You can use it to make omelets, and I'm telling you, and the flavor profile is insane, all right? It's delicious. It looks like eggs when you're done. It tastes very similar to it, right? Without any of the unnecessary stuff. So this one is slightly ripe, which is cool.
It didn't look like it.
It didn't look like it, right? That's what I love about these mangoes. They could be completely ripe and the skin still be green. They don't change skin color that much. So they're very tricky mangoes. You kind of have to smell them and feel them to see where they are. So let's get these in the garbage. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grate them too. All right, save us some time. Right?
Are the seeds big in those?
It's decent. not super big. And you'll know you're hitting the seed because it gets hard to grate, right? Like it just did for me. That's it. See the seed? The white part right there, so that's the seed. So you just grate it until it gets to that place, and then you end up with this green, yellow deliciousness that we're gonna put right in there, right? So you already know this salad is gonna be exotic from the simple fact that we have mangoes, right? And we have green papayas, right? So last one.
Business said tofu, turmeric, nutritional yeast does fool them every time.
Yep, I like that. Tofu, nutritional yeast, that's a good one. Yeah, so I don't use tofu for my egg recipe. I do mung dal, right? Teared up, nice. Yes, Joan. So yeah, I use a bean called mung dal, and it looks similar to split peas, right? And that gives you the best case scenario for eggs.
Business said I'll be tuning in Thursday. It's
Wednesday. Business. It's Wednesday night. All right, Wednesday night, 11 p.m. All right, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I look forward to seeing you there. It's gonna be short and sweet, and I'm gonna actually cook some with it. Just bought a bag of that. Oh, nice. Yes, we'll be there, Ruby. All right, cool. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, we're gonna have some delicious eggs. All right, make a sandwich or a toast or something. Whatever, we'll do something.
11
Okay,
p.m.
11 p.m.
I'll be there.
Eastern Standard Time. All right, so we have everything in here. We have the sauce, all right, doing its thing. So now the tomatoes. You know, a lot of people, a lot of recipes are gonna tell you to crush the tomatoes or put the tomatoes, kind of smash the tomatoes. I don't like that. I'm very picky and very particular when it comes to my ingredients and the texture and the mouthfeel of them. So I don't want tomatoes that seem like they've been chewed up already. I don't know. That's just me, right? So please make an omelet Wednesday night. Yeah, of course, easy. No worries, we can do that. We'll make an omelet on Wednesday. So they'll tell you to do this. They'll tell you to take the cucumbers, the tomatoes, and crush them, right? And you see the juice coming out, and then kind of drop them in there. I don't think it's necessary because tomatoes are so delicate, especially when you get the really nice ripe ones. So I just like kind of throwing them in there whole like that and just leaving them be. Let them do his thing. You know what I mean? I like bite into the tomato and getting the juice there, right? Not having the juice on the plate and then having to try and drink the plate. You know what I mean? Like I rather while I bite into it, right? So this is everything that goes into here. Now, the other thing is with papaya salad, they use peanuts, right? Crushed peanuts, not salted, right? Can you see how delicious this looks already? So they use crushed peanuts. Unfortunately, I don't use peanuts because, we have a peanut allergy in the house, right? I joined your fan club for 1 month. Yeah, humble girl. I like that, right? So I don't use any peanuts, but you can use peanuts if you like. If you're okay with using peanuts in your house, then totally go for it. You want to use not salted because your fish sauce dressing is going to be full of salt. So you want to just check that before you add any salted peanuts. But it's cool if you add salted peanuts. Just maybe do half and half salted, half unsalted, or don't put as much. And people will mix in peanuts into this, or they will sprinkle it on top, right? So what I'm doing instead of that is I have some chia seeds, right, that I'm going to put in because chia seeds have a natural nutty flavor to them when you bite into them, especially if they're not like sitting in a liquid. So right before I serve this, I'm going to add the chia seeds because if the chia seeds gets added in now and I'm not ready to serve this, it's gonna start creating a gel around the outside, and then we're gonna end up with not that nutty kind of effect that I want. All right. Yes, I actually do know how to make lots of Nigerian dishes. I actually wrote a Nigerian cookbook that is 100% vegan.
Oh, I thought my sister did.
No, and that I'm working on releasing this month. So definitely stay tuned, right? We did actually okra stew last week on the live, right? So yeah, we got plenty of vegan cuisine from all over the globe, people. Today is Vietnamese, tomorrow, it might be something else, but we do African, we do Caribbean, we do Spanish, we do Italian, we do all kinds of vegan food, my friend, all right? But today is Vietnamese, okay? That's what we're doing, baby. All right, I know, I had to get that out. Vietnamese, all right. So let's try this. Little peanut butter and palm oil. I like that. Yep. You are very smart. Appreciate that. So are you. Okay. So the only thing this is missing right now is I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, and I'm gonna add the fresh basil. Right, can't finish this without basil. So a pinch of salt, fresh basil, garlic chips, and fried shallots. Those are the last things we're gonna add to this, and this is gonna be ready to go.
That's very spicy. I love it.
It's spicy, but it's not that spicy, right? But this is what we're looking at: a delicious vegan green papaya salad. All right. So let's get our basil right here. Fresh basil. This was grown in our garden as well, right? So this is, I would say, about a quarter cup of basil. You can add more. I love basil. It's nice and fresh. It'll give this a more authentic flavor profile, right?
With the peanut allergy, could one use almonds or pumpkin seeds?
100%. You can basically use any nuts, all right? Thai basil because it's Asian, but does it really matter? No, it doesn't. Will you be able to taste the difference? No. Right? So you can add any basil you want. Okay, so basil leaves going right in. All right. Yes, Pinky. Basil leaves in. Oh, that salad is delicious. So good. It smells so good. The basil makes this nice and fresh. It makes it pop. All right. So I'm gonna leave that before I give it another toss. Tofu is gonna go back in because we are done with our papaya salad, right? So we're gonna put that in on the bottom. We're gonna put that to the side, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the fire on, all right? Because we are going to saute a little bit. That looks bright and fresh. Appreciate that, business. I love basil, even in drinks. Yes. Have you had basil seeds, Pasha, in drinks? Oh, so good. So good. All right. So pan is getting hot. All right. Pan is getting hot. So let me get the broccoli ready.
She said yes, whole basil.
Yes, there you go. You got it, Pasha. It's the best. Yeah, those basil seeds are so good. Got to go, but thanks for the tip, advice, chef. Be back Wednesday, 11 p.m. All right, business. I'm here tomorrow. I'm here every week, Monday to Wednesday cooking. So if you join anytime after 5:30, you'll catch me here Monday to Wednesday. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Wednesday, okay? Appreciate you joining. So with the other tip, right? When you do your papaya salad, don't do it too ahead of time. Like right now, how we did it is perfect because we're gonna eat this in about 10 minutes, but you don't want it to sit marinated like this for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. The longer it sits, it just breaks down and everything just becomes very murky. So just be mindful of that when you're making it, all right? You can prep everything ahead of time as much as possible and keep everything separate. Make your dressing, and then once you know you're gonna be serving or you're ready to eat, then you can, you can combine it, right? So my oil is almost hot. Okay, let's add these broccolis. Okay. Not yet. So let's finish up this salad and let's get our bowls ready to serve. Okay. A little bit of sea salt. All right. Okay, let me get my gloves. All right, tofu is searing real nice. Let's season. All right, we're gonna season our broccoli with a little bit of flavor maker. All right. Okay, that's good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of our fish sauce that we made, right? And we're gonna add that to this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Tofu is ready. We're gonna give this a nice little mix. We're gonna use some tongs. All right. We got our basil in here. Smells so good. The fish sauce cooking with the broccoli smells amazing. All right. Okay. We are ready. All right, green papaya salad. Thanks for rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. So this is where we're at, right? And we're gonna take our garlic chips right on top, and then a little bit of our fried shallots as well for texture. And then we're gonna finish with our chia seeds. Boom, look at that. All right, so we are done. Appreciate that, Joan. Thank you for the rose. Ladies and gentlemen, our papaya salad is done. All right, let me get the tofu out of the oven. Broccoli is ready. Here's our deliciously golden tofu. All right, so you can see it. Right? Okay. Put that right there. Let's turn the fire off and let's serve. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, humble. Thank you, Joan. All right. Let's get this in the bowls. Babe, you ready to eat?
For me.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. You're ready to eat. Delicious goodness, people. Delicious goodness. Yeah, fan club. What's up, Joan? Appreciate the love, people. Thanks for rocking and rolling with me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this has been another delicious treat. All right, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. All right, and yeah, get some of that delicious juice in there. Okay, that's done. Emma, can I get the other plate so I can garnish them, please? Appreciate you. All right, so fried shallots, fried garlic on top. That always adds a really nice texture and crunch. All right. What? Okay. Thank you. Let me get those. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. And then our seeds. Okay. We are done. Pasha, you're hungry? I hear that. I hear that. Alrighty. Ah, yes, you can take this. Thank you. Rice is done. Nice loose rice. Alright. Look at that. Nice and loose. Alright, delicious broccoli stems or broccoli spears. Alright. Then we finish it with some crispy tofu. Boom. And we're done, people. Dinner is served. Alright. And we are out of here. Yeah, people, we are out of here. Let's get a little bit of the finishing sauce. Alright. Just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this on here. Alright. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Alright. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody said enjoy.
Will do. Plant lady, beautifully done, chef. Thank you. Appreciate that.
We love you, plant lady.
This rice for me, but yummy. Now I want some tofu. Yeah, no worries. I hear you. I do less on the rice too. These are for the kiddos. They need their carbs. The adults, we do less rice. But I dig what you're saying. I'm ahead of you. But yeah, people, thanks for rocking and rolling. Remember, on Wednesday night, live is going to be at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I am teaching you how to make vegan eggs from scratch. All right, so you don't have to buy eggs in the supermarket anymore. All right, you can actually buy the vegan ones. You can make them yourself instead of buying them. All right, and this is like legit the official way. So you can make scrambled eggs, you can make omelets, you can make any of those really cool situations. All right, but vegan versions of it. Okay, so if you're interested in more breakfast items, definitely check out the cookbook that's in the shop. It's our veganish breakfast. So everything in that book is 100% vegan. It's really amazing recipes, from waffles to pancakes to potato waffles, smoothies, all kinds of really cool stuff is in the book. And yeah, some global dishes as well, because that's just what we do. Enjoy and have a wonderful evening. Appreciate that, Ruby. Thank you so much. So until tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you later. All right, have an amazing evening. Much love to each and every one of you, and be blessed. All right, peace. Emma, can you close us out? Thank you very much.